Alright, YouTube, what's up? It's Carnage back at it with another Pogo battle. Interesting team here. We got Weezing, not the greatest IVs. Yeah, it's just an interesting Pokemon I decided to build. We're going to pair it with froslass and trevenant. Again, froslass not great IVs, but we built this a long time ago, so we're just going to kind of see how this team goes. Very weak, again, usually to Bastidon because we do not really account for Bastidon. We don't see them too much, but if you use Bastidon, honestly, good for you, but it's just a terrible Pokemon, honestly. It's just hard wins or hard loses. We like to stick with teams that have neutral play to a lot of Pokemon. So on the lead here, first battle with Grimer onto Weezing. Terrible matchup. So we actually started off using Runerigress, but then we realized how weak we are to Noctowl. So we decided, hey, this is terrible. We need to actually switch to Froslass to cover that Noctowl weakness. They Sludge Bomb us. Easy, no shield there. So swapping in. There's a lot of baiting Pokemon, and we decided that, hey, we're just not going to be that baiter, and we're going to throw the Shadow Ball. Huge damage, and now we can bait because we landed the Shadow Ball. This will come close to KOing and grab a shield, which is amazing for us. And we get to the next one, CMP tie. Amazing. We're not shielding that. We got shield advantage here on the Sand Tomb, so easy no shield for us. And we come in with the Weezing here, get a nice farm down. Let's see what we get here. Probably the Grimer coming back will overheat here and swap out. This is why Weezing is amazing, because Weezing only has nuke moves, but they honestly do a lot of damage. Almost KOing Grimer and Medicham back, and this is easy games. We have shield advantage, Trevenant against Medicham, and very low health Grimer. We'll throw the Shadow Ball, not risking the bait there. Does huge damage, KOs, easy win. Alright, on to battle number 2, and this is where we swapped Runerigress for Froslass because we just, again, wanted that Noctowl coverage. Noctowl can pretty much beat our whole team because it has Shadow Ball coverage, but we just want to see what we can do. Great matchup here. Sableye on lead. Our backline does not want to see this, so we're comfortable staying in. We're going to throw the Play Rough to not debuff our attack, and this will pretty much one-shot, I believe. So it does grab a shield. And that Sableye is getting pretty low. We get a lot of lag here. This is very interesting. We really don't know where they're at just because of the lag. So we tried shutting off Wi-Fi, seeing if it's on us. But just a lot of lag because Niantic is really not good with their servers. I don't know what the issue is, but we decided to no shield and just kind of risk it for the biscuit here. Foul play, we can take one. The insta swap Noctowl. We throw an overheat because we are very weak to Noctowl. And we immediately swap into Froslass, hoping to either KO this or get switch. They throw a move. Shadow Ball, great shield by us. And we're just going to keep farming 1, 2, 3, 4. Throw it just before their next move. And let's see what they want to do, even though they're low health. They do shield it in the hopes of getting another shield, I guess. We decided to no shield it because they're very low. They do Sky Attack, which is great because that doesn't KO us, and we can easily get to another Avalanche or Shadow Ball. Throw our move right away. And this just about KOs, but they hold on. We're very low, so we're not going to invest another shield here on the Sableye matchup. And Trevenant's biggest counter was taken out with Noctowl, so we have an easy matchup here against Swampert, and they concede the match, so that's another good game well played to the opponent. As you can see here, if this team doesn't run into the Bastidon, they win pretty much 9 times out of 10. There's not a lot of hard counters for the team except for Bastidon. Even G-Fisk. G-Fisk is manageable with froslass and trevenant in back. And this is a very commonly trevenant, so we stay in here and we can tank a Shadow Ball. It's not very comfortable, of course, but we do tank one. They cannot tank an overheat, so we play out the zeros and just kind of see what they want to do. We survive with minimal health there, get off the overheat, and most of the time they do shield, but it's not a big deal because 2 good answers in the back, swap out. And I'm pretty sure this is not even enough for a Shadow Ball, but we shield anyways, just out of caution. Yeah, they do Seed Bomb us, so we're going to build up, and probably throw a Seed Bomb when they're nice and low. And this will KO from this health range. We have a decent amount of energy. They have G-Fisk, not the greatest. Throw the Shadow Ball. And let's see what this opponent wants to do here. Our froslass really doesn't want to see this thing at full health. So they throw immediately, so they're at 0 energy, but we'll let it go. Just because froslass with shield advantage is generally a really good sweeper. And we catch the Rock Slide here because we don't know what they have in back. Great catch on our end. Ultimately, we just want to know what they have, so we throw in 5, catch the CMP tie to the Avalanche, and let's see what the opponent wants to do. They do want to shield it, which is interesting. So we're going to shield back just because we have no clue what they have in back. And of course, it's a Lantern. So really, I don't know if this is winnable. Just because if we don't shield that Rock Slide, we can survive it, of course. But if we don't shield it, they come in Lantern and they just keep going Surf. At this point, they're just going to go straight Thunderbolt because they can take a Shadow Ball. And yeah, it's just not looking great for us. There's no real win con. I just don't see us winning this match just based on team comp. We couldn't handle G-Fisk and Lantern, even though it's a very common team. But all in all, good games to that opponent. Well played. All right, and on to the final battle here with this Weezing team. And we catch a Claydol, so not a great matchup for us. Obviously taking super effective. Throw one, swap into Froslass because we have 2 great answers. Met with S-Cav. S-Cav is not a great Froslass answer. So we're just going to go for shield advantage here. Throwing the Shadow Ball, this just about one-shots, so they do shield. And this matchup, we can tank a drill run, so we are going to do just that, tank it, and just honestly go for shields. Trevenant with shields down is a menace to this meta, so Going for the next Shadow Ball here. Let's see what this opponent wants to do. And they do double shield it, so looking really good here. They do farm us down. Not a big deal. We're thinking about what we want to come in with. Ultimately, Weezing does not have a lot of play against Claydol, so we come in Weezing, taking super effective on the drill run, but we can tank it. Not a super strong move. And they insta-swap into a Noctowl, so we're a little bit nervous here. Trevenant does not want to see this at all, so we're just going to get a play rough off and then hope to get to another move. Overheat should just about KO this. We will shield. We have 2. And again, this Noctowl just really... Well, Trevenant rather does not want to see this Noctowl. So we get to the overheat there. This should just about KO. And it does. Swap into Trevenant. Get ahead on energy. Met with Claydol. Seed Bomb doesn't KO, so we should just outpace to that Shadow Ball. Looks like CMP tie, so looking really good. And then all they have in the back is that S-Cab. And we have a shield, so should be pretty smooth sailing from here. Shield the potential Mega Horn and go Shadow Ball. Honestly, I don't know what that opponent's win con was. I would assume not swapping into Noctowl just because Trevenant wouldn't really have anywhere to go. Sometimes when you win switch, you want to stay in. But overall, some fun battles. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.